Hey everyone, welcome back to another video of mine. My name is Craig, if you have not known that already, and today's video is going to be a little bit different than what I do. It is about ghosts and how my roommate and I went through this experience together. So I hope you guys enjoy. It all started in the month of December when we moved into our new apartment. Same apartment complex, just right across the hall, into a bigger and more spacious and better apartment. But when we moved there, we got this unsettling feeling that something was with us in this apartment, but never like second guessed it or anything. The previous owners did leave a few items. They left a clock, and then they left a mirror. It was a broken mirror, but I kept the clock and put it in my office nook, and my roommate put the broken mirror into her bedroom with all of her other mirrors unbroken, of course. And probably the first step was not to keep things from previous owners if they left it there. So this one particular night we had game night, had a few friends over, and we were in the living room just playing a game, and then all of a sudden we heard a big crash in the kitchen. I got up and went to go look at what happened, and everything fell off the microwave. My roommate was like, oh, it was probably just one of us like banged our foot like really heavily and they all just fell off. And then another person suggested, oh, maybe it was just the wind. And then another person suggested, maybe it's just your neighbors. I was like, oh yeah, probably. You guys are probably right. So we continued playing the game. One of my friends left. My roommate and I sat down and we discussed what had happened with the stuff on the microwave. We both agreed that it wasn't the wind due to no windows being in the kitchen, so yeah, no. Plus we didn't have any windows open because it was in the middle of winter. It couldn't be our neighbors because we didn't have any neighbors at that time, and it couldn't be a loud foot stomp because none of us made a loud foot stomp playing the game. So we took out those three ideas that we had why this happened. So I came up with a joke and saying, oh, it's just Timmy. She says, who's Timmy? I'm like, oh, it's just the ghost. It's just Timmy. And I guess that's where it all started. Making a joke and probably giving a name to this joke spirit type thing. And after I said that, things started going downhill in a way that wasn't really great. During these next few months that my roommate and I were living in this apartment, our keys would go missing. We would place them in a specific place and they would not be there when we would go and look for them, but then they would show up a couple hours later and be in the exact same spot. That happened with literally everything that we owned, that we had. Things would disappear and then things would reappear. And that started bringing up questions and concerns. We blamed each other, like, why would you move that? And she was like, I didn't move that, and then vice versa and stuff like that. Then another step came, and that's where we started feeling that uneasiness, that unsettling feeling in this house, in this apartment, that we were not alone, that something was here with us. And still jokingly, I said, oh, it's just Timmy. Timmy is just here just to keep us company. And joking about that, I probably shouldn't have back then. Now that I look at all the experiences that had happened in this apartment. Another unsettling feeling was me being in my bedroom and then looking out into the hall. And then from the hall into the bathroom, and then you could see the mirror. I had perfect view of the mirror from my bed in my bedroom. And every time I looked in there, I felt like something was looking back at me. And then if I wasn't looking, I still felt that thing just looking at me and not taking its eyes off me until I closed the bathroom door. And that's why I always had the bathroom door closed, or I always just shut my door. So a couple of months before our move-out date for my roommate and I started waking up at exactly 2 o'clock in the morning and then getting this horrible feeling that something was in my room. And not only in my room, that something was beside me in my bed. I was so petrified, so scared and nervous to even move my head and look what was there, because I didn't know if something was there or not, and I didn't want to know whatsoever. So I started waking up every single night at 2 a.m. and getting that unnerving, settling feeling. Either that was beside me or it was just in my room in general. But this one thing happened 3 weeks before I moved out. This one particular night, I woke up and I felt something grabbing a hold of my neck, and I was unable to breathe. I took my hand and literally banged on my bed, panicking, and then banging on my chest, and I wasn't able to breathe. The pressure released and I was able to breathe again. And that was terrifying. After that, I felt this horrible, I can't explain how horrible, but this gut-wrenching feeling that something is here with me. Something wants me out of this apartment. Something does not want me here. I don't have breathing problems. My family members don't have breathing problems. And this happened to me while I was in this apartment. Never happened to me before. And it was weird. It was weird experiencing this because I never had this happen to me. So I'm pretty sure it was Timmy. And again, it's probably not good to say the name because probably saying the name gives it more power. I don't really know, but I don't know. So my roommate ended up moving out a couple of weeks before I did. Things started picking up a little bit more, not as much. I didn't have the experience of not being able to breathe again at all during the night. My keys were getting misplaced here and there as well, but then reappearing again. I also started hearing footsteps in the hall around my door around still again 2 o'clock in the morning every single time I woke up. Or when I woke up in the morning, I would hear them there and then they would pitter-patter off. And that was creeping me out a bit more. But yeah, I finally moved here in with my parents. And everything was okay, everything was gone. Timmy was no longer a bother to me and I was able to sleep throughout the whole night. I thought to myself, maybe it was just stress, but it happened since December and I wasn't stressed in December until August. I don't know what it was. So yeah, ever since I moved in with my parents a couple weeks ago, I slept through every single night, not waking up at 2 a.m. until 4 nights ago. I started waking up again, 2 o'clock in the morning. But the first night I was like, oh, it's probably just me missing my own bed, me missing having my own space. That's probably why. And then it happened again, the second night at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, here we go again. And I felt this, again, this uneasy presence, this uneasy feeling with me. And I know there's nothing in this house because it's a brand new house. And so I think Timmy has followed me here in my new location that I'm at, because not last night, the night before, again, I woke up being choked, not being able to breathe. And it wasn't as serious as before, but it felt like something was again choking me. And maybe it is stress, maybe I'm just overthinking, maybe I should just go to the doctors and see where, if I do have breathing problems, but I don't see why I would. But it's not only the breathing, it's the hearing the footsteps upstairs when I'm alone in the house, or hearing whispers. Actually, this morning when I was home alone, I heard whispers upstairs, and I went upstairs and no one was home. Looked out in the driveway and no cars were home, and my parents were at work and my siblings were at school, and I was actually just home alone. I don't have an explanation for that. But yeah, I feel like I just should tell you guys about this crazy experience that I'm going through, and hopefully nothing happens, because I'm scared. And I still have this unsettling feeling that Timmy has found me here. And again, probably not a good idea to say the name that I gave this thing. So yeah, if you did like the video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. I'm actually looking forward to all of you guys' comments on this video of what you guys think, and your guys' experiences with ghosts and or spirits. If you guys have any, please share. Also, don't forget to comment down below for a question for the Q&A video that is coming out next week, actually next Monday, so a week from now. I'll have that video uploaded so you guys get to know me more, so that is fantastic. I'm excited for that video. So I just want to say thank you to all of you guys, all my viewers and subscribers. Thank you for the support that you guys have given me throughout the journey and throughout my videos. I greatly appreciate everything that you guys have done so far. And also remember, don't be afraid to dream big. I'll see you guys on Thursday with another video.